Hi girls, this is the first of your revision videos for anatomy this term. I'm not going to put my face in these videos because I think it's important to focus on the pictures. So right at the start of this unit we spoke about learning the lingo, and we spoke about planes of the body and certain movements, so that's what this video is going to start with. So obviously it's important to know the anatomical position. I think most of you are pretty clear with what the anatomical position is. Standing basically front on with palms facing forwards is the anatomical position. It just gives us a nice reference point when we're talking about lefts, rights, superiors, and all of the rest of it. So when we move on, we also spoke about body planes. So if we were to dissect something and we were looking, say, at a muscle or a bone or an organ, it just gives us a point of reference to know where we've sliced through it. So if we cut from ear to ear, as you can see here, that's the frontal plane. If we cut from front to back, that's the sagittal plane. And if we cut it across the middle, that's the transverse plane. So this example here of the bone has been cut along the frontal plane, and this example of a bone here has been cut along the transverse plane, okay, straight across the middle. Body positions, just remembering that when you're lying on your back, you're supine, and when you're lying on your front, you're prone. Now, we've been remembering that because it looks like you're prone to being unconscious at that point, so on your front is prone. Anterior is towards the front, posterior is towards the back, superior up the top, inferior is below, medial towards the midline, lateral away from the midline, proximal and distal, we usually refer to them in relation to something. So for example, in relation to a joint or a limb, so the proximal end might be closer to a particular joint of reference and the distal end is further away from it. Usually we talk about it in relation to the midline. Superficial is something towards the surface, and deep obviously speaks for itself. And the last point of reference that I'd like to make is the abduction and adduction. Remember, when you're adding to the body, you're adducting, and abduction is when somebody's kidnapped or taken away. So abduction is taking the limb away from the body. Keeping in mind that if you're in this position and then started circling, that's called circumduction. So girls, that's basically the body planes and positions in a nutshell for your revision. Make sure that you're comfortable with them. Make sure that your notes are up to date. Rewrite these and test yourself as you go during your revision. Good luck.